أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وآله الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. Inshallah, tonight we are going to start chapter number 25. It's about unbelief and unbelievers. Before starting the chapter, I would like to have a discussion on some of the grammatical part. So let's have a discussion on some grammar issue. In our previous, I think 2 classes before, we had a discussion on 3 different types of words. In Arabic, we have 3 different types of words: ism, fail, and harf. Noun, verb, and particle. And we had a discussion on that. You can go through with the slide. Tonight, we have a discussion on different states of a word. What is the halat? What is the state? What is the halat? What is the state of a particular word? Let's have a discussion on that. See, states of a word, it can be mu'rab or it can be mabni. What does it mean? What is the meaning of mu'rab and mabni? That one kalima, one word can be mu'rab or mabni. For example, ism is a word. Ism can be mu'rab, ism can be mabni. Fail, verb is a word. Verb can be mu'rab, verb can be mabni. What does it mean? So this is the definition of mu'rab and mabni. Because if these things are not clear, whatever we do later on, so we'll be confused, we won't understand what's going on. So it's very important that how the things will proceed. Mu'rab. Please pay attention on the definition of mu'rab. That one word is called mu'rab. What does it mean? If the word, for example, ism is Zaid, for example, this word, Zaid. You can see Zaid. So if the word, for example, Zaid, word endings, so the ending of Zaid is dal. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I got disconnected. So can you hear me now, or were you able to hear me before or not?
Before it was silent, now we can hear you.
Okay. What to do? So the discussion is going on. Okay, the screen is not shared, isn't it? Let me share.
Yeah.
Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, I have shared the screen with you. So the discussion was going on that the states of word can be mu'rab or mabni. What does it mean, mu'rab? Mu'rab means if the word endings. Okay, word, for example, here the word is Zaid, kalima. Word can be ism, fail, or particle. Here I'm discussing about, for example, ism. The word Zaid, if you can see the end of the word Zaid is dal. It says that the word endings change due to the addition of specific elements. That the end of the ism, if you can see, dal is changing, the halat at the end is changing. Sometimes it is coming with kasra, sometimes it is coming with fatha, sometimes it is coming with zamma. And this changing is due to the addition of specific elements. These are the elements, for example, ba. Because of ba, Zaid at the end got kasra. Ra'aytu Zaidan. Zaidan got fatha. Zaid got fatha because of it's an object of Ra'aytu. Ja'a Zaidun. Zaid at the end got zamma because Zaid is a subject of Ja'a. So if the end of any word changes because of the addition of some particle or some element, this particular word is called mu'rab. So the mu'rab word has the capacity to change because of the addition of some elements. Is it clear with all of you or not?
Yes.
Okay, so the last letter of the word is changing. Zaid. You can see kasra, fatha, zamma, because sometimes the ba is coming on top of it, or ra'aytu, it's the maf'ul of ra'aytu, it's an object of ra'aytu, and Zaid is a subject of ja. Because of that, the halat is changing. The last letter of the word is changing. Okay, mabni is not like this. If the word endings do not change, that the last letter of the word doesn't change due to the addition of any element, whatever you do, whatever you add before it, it won't change. It will remain whatever the halat it has. That word is called mabni. For example, hadha, marartu bihadha, ra'aytu hadha, ja'a hadha. So hadha remains the same. You cannot change it. But if you see Zaid, it's getting kasra, fatha, and dhamma. So those words that the last letter of the word doesn't change at all in any circumstances, in any circumstance. So this word is called mabni. And remember, all the particles are mabni. Min, an, all these particles. If you remember, there are three different words: noun, verb, and particles. All the particles are mabni. Particles never change. Okay, ism and fail, noun and verb. Some are mu'rab, some are mabni. Okay, till now we have a discussion on a word which is either mu'rab, which is either mabni. Okay, let's continue. So, different states of verb. Now, my discussion is not about the ism currently. I'm going to have a discussion on verb only. That's it. So, remembering part word, there are three types of words: noun, verb, and particles. So, particles is very easy. Particles are all mabni. Tonight, we are not going to have a discussion on ism. Tonight, we are going to have a discussion on verb. So a verb can be mu'rab and verb can be mabni. Let's have a discussion on different states of verb. So these are the states of verb. It can be mu'rab, it can be mabni. Mabni means it will never change. The halat will remain same. And there are three different verbs: fi'l madi, fi'l mudari, and fi'l amr. And alhamdulillah, we have completed fi'l madi and fi'l mudari. Fi'l amr is remaining. Fi'l amr is remaining with the command. It's remaining. So we'll do this. So among these fi'l mudari and fi'l madi, you just remember it's mabni. Fi'l madi is mabni. What is example of mabni? If the verb endings, the last letter of the verb doesn't change due to the addition of any element, then the verb, it's not the word, then the verb is called mabni. Then this particular verb is called mabni. Wait for a while. Then, can you hear me still or not?
Yes, we can hear you.
And the slide is there?
No, we cannot see the screen.
Okay, let me share it again. Share. Can you see it now? Can you see the screen? Hello?
Yes, alhamdulillah, yes.
Okay.
The screen.
Okay. So if the verb endings do not change due to the addition of any element, then that verb is called mabni. For example, all the sighas of fi'l mazi, they are mabni verbs. So dharaba, dharaba, dharabu, dharaba, dharabata, dharabna, dharabta, dharabtuma, dharabtum, dharabti, dharabtuma, dharabtunna, dharabtu, dharabna. All the sighas are mabni. What does it mean they are mabni? That they will never ever change. Dharaba will remain dharaba. It will never ever change. And if you remember that the fi'l mudari, sigha number 6 and 12, I told you these are all mabni. These two sighas are mabni as well. So the examples of fi'l mudari, fi'l mabni, fi'l mabni is zaraba. Zaraba is the example of fi'l madi. And yadribna and tadribna. Yadribna and tadribna, these are the two examples of fi'l mudari, sigha number 6 and 12. So zaraba, yadribna, tadribna. these sighas are, these fail are mabni. Okay, now it is finished. Let's have a discussion on mu'rab. If the verb endings change due to the addition of specific elements, if you bring something before a fail and the fail gets changed, then that verb is called mu'rab. So we have three different fail: fail madhi, fail mudare, fail amr. So fail madhi, all the sighas are here. So fail madhi is finished. Fail mudare, two sighas were mabni. What about rest of the 12 sighas? So all the sighas of fail mudare except sigha number 6 and 12 are mu'rab. So sigha number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, not 12, 13 and 14. For example, yadribu, yadribani, yadribuna, tadribu, tadribane. Okay, yazribna will come here. Then tadribu, tadribani, tadribuna, tadribina, tadribane, tadribna will come here. Adribu, nadribu. So all the sighas of fi'l mudari are mu'rab, and we'll see how the fi'l mudari will change, inshallah. Sigha number 6 and 12. And all the sighas of fi'l amr. Fi'l amr we have not covered, inshallah we'll cover, except sigha number 6. It's same like this fi'l mudari. Yadribu, for example, fi'l mu'rab is yadribu. Yadribu is the first sigha of fi'l mudari. It's mu'rab. Mu'rab means that sometimes you will see at the end, the dhamma, you will see it will be omitted because of some element will come before yadribu. Idrib. So you will see again, it will change as well. Okay. Do you have any question till now, or should I proceed?
Salam, Sheikh.
Walaikum assalam.
Can we please have recordings of this YouTube lessons, because it's very hard to do revision without these recordings.
The recordings are there. They are putting this in the group. Only the last chapter's recording is not there. It's a bit delayed, but you'll get the recording, inshallah. But all the recordings are there on the internet. And you
Please.
get the link in the group as well. Okay. So
please, thank you.
Thank you. So this is mu'arab and this is mabni. So there are two states of verb. One is mu'arab and second is mabni. Yes, Abbas, Shabir, Ismail, do you have a question?
Sheikh, you said all sigas of Pele Amr except siga number 6 and 12. So siga number 6 and 12 go in Mabni.
Yes, it will come here. I forgot. I should write here as well. I should write number 3, the two sigas 6 and 12 for Fele Amr. It will come here. I forgot to write.
Okay, thank you.
Ahsant. So I should mention here as well. Hope this will come.
Yes.
Yes.
Fele Amr, doesn't it start with sigha number 7?
No.
7.
I'll have
12.
a discussion on that. I'll have a discussion on that. That in Sarf and Nav, it's a difference. In Sarf, I don't want to have a discussion on that. When we'll do that, I'll inshallah have a discussion on that. Okay. Now, states of verb, mu'rab and mabni. So mu'rab, let me have a discussion. There are 3 states of a mu'rab fail. If a fail is mu'rab, it can be marfu, it can be mansoob, it can be majzoom. These are the 3 states. The actual state of fail mudari is marfu. Whenever you're forming fail mudari, it's marfu. If you remember, we had a discussion on that when we were forming fail mudari. So I said that what is alamat rafa? So alamat rafa was zamma or noon. If you remember this discussion or not. So the first state of a verb is marfu, and all the fail mudari are marfu except 6 and 12, because 6 and 12 is it's not mu'rab, because these 3 states lie under the heading mu'rab, not mabni. So yadribu, yadribani, yazribuna, tadribu, tadribane, tadribu, tadribani, tadribuna, tadribina, tadribane, adribu, nadribu. So this is the actual state. Majzoom we did as well. If you remember lam and lamma, if you remember this. So we had a discussion on lam and lamma. So when lam comes before fail mudari, so the alamat raf was removed. I can show you. We did that before, if you remember. Yaktubu, yaktubani, yaktubuna, taktubu, taktubani, yaktubna, taktubu, taktubani, taktubuna, taktubina, taktubani, taktubna, aktubu, naktubu. So whenever we bring lam before yaktubu, so what happens? The sign of raf will be removed. So the sign of raf was zamma in 5 sigas, 1, 4, 7, 13, 14. So the zamma will be removed. And the other sigas, except 6 and 12, the alamat raf was noon. So the alamat raf noon was omitted. Okay. So let me go back. So elements that change the state of fi'l mudari into mazmum, these are the elements. If these elements come before fi'l mudari, it will convert the fi'l mudari, what was the actual state of fi'l mudari, it will convert from marfu to majzoom. So lam yadrib is majzoom. So how we convert? We remove the alamat raf from the end part of the verb. Tonight I'm going to have a discussion on mansoob. Inshallah, lam and lamma, we did that before. You can go through with the slides. Lam amr and la nahi, it's remaining. Inshallah, we can have a discussion on that later on. Because in our tonight's vocabulary, lan is going to be there in the vocabulary part. That's why I'm going to have a discussion on that. Mansoob. This is the second halat of fi'l mu'rab. Fi'l mu'rab, that because of some elements, these are the elements. Because of some elements, the last letter of the verb is changed. So lan, what does lan do? How the fi'l mudari, which was marfu actually, will be converted into mansoob. Let's have a discussion on that. So this is the chart. So if you see all the sighas, yaktubu, yaktubani, yaktubuna, taktubu, taktubani, yaktubna, taktubu, taktubani, taktubuna, taktubina, taktubani, taktubna, aktubu, naktubu. Khub. So if I bring lan before fi'l mudari, so there will be a change. Because it is mu'rab, so there will be a change, and this particular element will change. How it will be changed? So just remember this thing. Sigha number 1, 4, 7, 13, and 14. Because the sign of raf was actual zamma. If lan comes before fi'l mudari, zamma will be converted into fatha. Lan, it was yaktubu. If lan comes before yaktubu, it will become yaktuba. Taktubu, lan taktuba. Taktubu, lan taktuba. Aktubu, lan aktuba. Naktubu, lan naktuba. What about the other sighas? Wherever the alamat raf was noon, because of lan, all the like majzoom, like lam, noon will be omitted. So yaktubani, it will become yaktuba. Yaktubuna, it will become yaktubuna. Yaktubu, sorry. Taktubu, it is actually zamma. Taktubane, lan taktuba. Sigha number 6 and sigha number 12, I told it is mabni. It will never ever change. So yaktubna, it will be remain yaktubna, because there is no alamat raf, because it is mabni. And sigha number 12 as well, taktubna, it will remain the same, lan taktubna. So
Sheikh, feminine plural will not change.
yes, feminine plural will not. Sigha number 6 and 12. Okay, can anyone please help? Okay, what is the meaning when lan comes? Okay, if you remember fi'l mudari, the zamana, the time of fi'l mudari is present and future. Okay, but whenever the lan comes, it converts, or it takes the fi'l mudari into future, and it negates in the future. It will be like never. So yaktubu means he writes or he will write. But if you say lan yaktuba, so it will be he will never write. So this is the translation. Lan yaktuba, they both will never write. So let's see in the Holy Quran, and you just tell me what sigha number it is. فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا وَلَن تَفْعَلُوا لَن تَفْعَلُوا. Can you tell me the sigha number? تَفْعَلُوا.
Sigha number 3.
No. What is omitted? It is sigha number 9, تَفْعَلُونَ. It was taf'aluna. So noon was the alamat raf. Because of lan, alamat raf is gone. I told you whenever the noon is there, alamat raf. So because of lan, alamat raf will be omitted. Walan taf'alu. So you will never be able to do that thing. Yeah, wa is qultum ya Musa lan nu'mina, lan nu'mina. You can see lan nu'mina. And recall when you said, oh Musa, we will never believe you, lan nu'mina. Okay, can you tell me which sigha is it? Nu'mina.
Sigha number 14.
Ahsan, sigha number 14. And sigha number 14 has the alamat raf zamma. So it was actual, so fatha it will take. You can see the slide before. See if the fatha, the sigha number 14. Okay, I can give you one sigha. Can you put lan before sigha, this fail mudari? For example, if I give yadribu, can you put lan before it and do the form all the sighas out of it? Yadribu.
Lan yazrib.
Lan yadriba. Why lan yadrib? Lan yadriba. Again, since fatha should come. Okay, is it difficult? Okay, let me do some. Lan yadriba, lan yadriba, lan yadribu, lan tadriba, lan tadriba, lan tadribna, lan tadriba, lan tadriba, lan tadribu, lan tadribi, lan tadriba, lan tadribna, lan adriba, lan nadriba. Okay, I can give you one more. For example, sami'a yasma'u. Yasma'u, yasma'u. Can you please bring lan before it and form all the 14 sighas with lan? Ya Allah.
Shall I try?
Yes.
Yes, please do.
Yes, Sister Sakina, who is.
It's okay,
Sakina.
she can go. She can go.
You can go. You are the senior most students of our class. Please go ahead, Sister Sakina Zainab.
Okay, lan yasma, lan yasma'ani,
Lan
lan
yasma'a. Lan yasma'a.
lan yasma'u,
Hmm.
lan yasma,
Lan tasma'a.
lan tasma'u,
No,
lan
no.
tasma'a, lan
Sister Sakina, give
tasma'a.
give chance to someone else. Okay. Are you doing mubasa?
I forgot. I've reached this chapter 20.
Okay,
So
okay. Okay, someone can, anyone else can come forward and please help us in forming the sighas. Ya Allah.
Can I try?
Yeah, Sister Shaynaz, you can try.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Lan yasma'a,
Mm-hmm.
lan yasma'a,
Mm-hmm.
lan yasma'u,
Mm-hmm.
lan tasma'a,
Mm-hmm.
lan tasma'a, lan yasma'na,
Lan yasma'na.
lan tasma'a, lan tasma'a,
Yes, lan tasma'a.
lan tasma'u,
Mm-hmm.
lan tasma'i,
Mm-hmm.
lan tasma'na,
Lan tasma'a, lan tasma'na.
lan asma'na, lan asma'a, lan
Mm-hmm.
nasma'a.
Ahsanti, ahsanti. See, lan yasma'a, lan yasma'a, lan yasma'u, lan tasma'a, lan tasma'a, lan yasma'na, lan tasma'a, lan tasma'a, lan tasma'u, lan tasma'i, lan tasma'a, lan tasma'na, lan nasma'a, lan nasma'a. So if you do practice, so you will have inshallah grip on it. So alhamdulillah, so we have covered what we have covered. Let me show it to you. So marfu we have already done fi'l mudari. So the actual halat state of fi'l mudari is marfu. We have already done all these sighas. Lam and lamma, we did that before almost 2 chapters ago. So tonight we have done lan. So alhamdulillah, marfu, mansub and majzoom, you know how the state is changing, how the field changes. Now, if an comes before fi'l mudari, the change at the end will remain the same. So the difference will be only in the meaning. That's it. Sister Sakina Zainab, what you're doing? You're writing on the screen. Oh. Let's go forward. Vocabulary. Let's have a discussion on that. Aba. Aba is a plural of ab. Ab means father. Aba is fathers. Okay. There is a hadith from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He says that al-aba'u thalathatun. Every person has 3 different fathers. Abun walladaka is your physical father who was the cause or the reason that he brought you to this world. Okay, the actual father actually. Wa abun zawwajaka is your father-in-law, the one who gives his daughter to you, your father-in-law. Wa abun allamaka, and the third father is your teacher who teaches you. He's your father as well. Hazrat Zulkarnain was asked that, do you love your father more or the teacher? He said, the teacher. And the reason he gave was because the teacher is the cause of a spiritual upliftment and the akhirah. Because of this teacher, I'll be able to get the highest status in the akhirah. While the father is only the cause of this materialistic and worldly life. He brought me to this world. That's it. But the spiritual upliftment was through the teacher. Okay, antum is you all. Insan. Okay, the root word of insan can be 2 different things. Linguists say that the root word insan has possibly 2 roots. Number 1 is nisyan. Nisyan means to forget. Why insan is derived from nisyan? Because it indicates that it's in a human nature to forget and make mistakes. Insan bhool jata hai very easily. So that's why Bani Adam is called insan, because he forgets very easily. Or some linguists say, no, insan is not from nisyan, but it is from ons. Ons is a connection, or what you can say, aapas mein jo dili ta'alluq hota hai, the connection between 2 people or persons. This were uns, which means to become familiar and loved. And insan very easily gets uns familiar and loved with someone else if he's living in society or somewhere else. So these are the 2 different root words, nisyan or uns. Okay, avvalin or avvalun is a plural of avval. It means predecessors or first ones. Jawab. Jawab means answer. Jawab means answer. Okay. Halal. Halal means permissible. Let me have a discussion on halal. What does it mean, halal? Can anyone tell me what is the root word of halal? What does it mean? The linguistic meaning of halal, it's from halla. If I just read out the ayah, you will come to know. Wahlul uqdatam min lisani. What is the translation of wahlul uqdatam min lisani? Hazrat Musa said, Ya Allah, uqda, yeah, halla, to untie a knot. To untie a knot is called halla. Hazrat Musa said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wahlul uqdatam min lisani, and untie the knot from my tongue so I can speak well in front of the people. Wahlul uqdatam min lisani. Normally, whenever you go to mimbar or whenever you are supposed to present a speech, so you see that the scholars used to recite wahlul uqdatam min lisani. Wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Now, what is the connection of to untie a knot with halal? It's very easy. Halal, that which does not have the knot of impermissibility. The knot of impermissibility is not there on that particular thing. That is the things which are permissible to eat, to be eaten. This is called halal. Dua is prayer or to call. Shar is worst, bad or evil. Shar. Fath is victory. Kuffar, the meaning of kuffar is disbelievers, kafir. What is the root word of kuffar? It's kafara. What is the meaning of kafara? Can you please help us out?
Shall I try?
Yeah,
It's to hide.
to hide. Ahsanti. Kafir is an Arabic word that comes from the root kafara, which means to hide or cover something. The implied meaning is that a kafir sees the truth of Islam but still covers it. He's hiding the truth. And we had a discussion before as well that the farmer is called kafir because he hides the seed under the earth. Nasr is help. Nasib is profit or share. Dawab is a plural of dabba. The meaning of beasts or animals. The actual meaning, the root word is dababa. Dababa means in Arabic is to walk slowly. To walk slowly is called dababa. And later on, it was used for all the creatures who crawl on the ground, on the earth. Later on, it was used for all the animals. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has used this word for all the animals actually in the Holy Quran. Allah says that there is no dabba on earth, there is no animal on earth, but the risk of that particular animal is on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sa'ir is blaze or blaze fire. Dalal, state of being misled. Lan, never. So we had a whole discussion of grammar because of this lan. So lan is never, and what change does it make? You came to know that sometimes it brings fatha at the end, or sometimes it removes the alamat raf noon. Razaka, he provided or he gave sustenance, is a past tense. Ballu, they are misled. Kasabu, they earned. Tonight the vocabulary is a lot. A'tadna means we prepared. A'tadna lil kafirina sa'ira, and we have prepared for the disbelievers a blaze fire. Uqtulu is imperative, is an instruction order. You all kill. Tashhaduna is a sigha number 9 of fi'l mudari. You all testify, you all will testify. Takfurun, sigha number 9 of fi'l mudari. You all disbelieve, you reject. You all will disbelieve, reject. Tu'minuna, sigha number 9 again. You all believe, you all will believe. Saddu is a past tense, sigha number 3. Sadda, saddu. They prevented, they held back. Khob, ya Allah. La yahsabanna. He does not suppose at all. Hasiba yahsabo is to suppose. Guman karna, we say in Farsi, guman karna. He does not suppose at all. La yahsabanna. Khob. Lam yu'min. If you can see lam yu'min. Why it is yu'min? Because yu'min is sigha number 1. When lam comes before yu'min, fi'l mudari, so alamat al-raf will be removed. Alamat al-raf has gone. It was actually yu'mino. So zamma has gone. Lam yu'min because of lam. It converted fi'l mudari into fi'l majzoom. He did not believe. Liyazdadu, so that they increase. Matu is a past tense. Matu. Sigha number 3. They died. Numli is fi'l mudari. Sigha number 14. It's from jumli. And the end it will become numli. We give respite. In Urdu we say hum muhlat dete hain. We will give respite. Yaghfiru is sigha number 1. He forgives or he will forgive. Yaf'alu sigha number 1. He does or he will do. Allahu Akbar. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajam. Okay, so tonight I'm not going to ask any vocabulary. So let's come to the exercises. So, okay, who wants to participate? Please raise your hand. Please. Sister Sakina Muhammad Ratan Singh. Okay, Sister Sakina is not there. I don't know.
Here, I'm here.
Salamun alaikum. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you forgot that there used to be a class.
No, I didn't forget it. I had a car accident, so I was in bed.
Oh. Are you okay now?
Yeah, much better.
What do you call it? Polisana.
No worries.
Okay, please go ahead.
B, you all testify, you all reject, you all believe.
Oh, that's good.
لا يحسبن يغفر يفعل. He does not suppose at all. He forgives. He does. A.
Can anyone tell me, you are also included, which siga is it?
Yeah.
La yahsabanna. It's a fi'l mudari. It is actually siga number 1, yahsabu. At the end, it is called noon saqila. It is called noon ta'kid. Noon with tajdeed, when it comes, it is called noon ta'kid for emphasis. It is actually yahsabu. So when the noon saqila comes, so zamma converts into fatha. So it is actually sigha number 1. That's why you're doing the translation that he does not suppose at all. He. Listen, he does not suppose. La yahsabanna. At all. At all. Why you're saying at all? Because of the noon saqila. This one noon saqila. Noon ta'kid. Noon for emphasis. Khub. Go ahead.
Saddu matu a'tadna. They prevented, they died, we prepared.
Okay, ahsanti.
Dawab sa'ir lan. A. Animals ablaze fire, never.
What is the meaning of dawab? Root word of dawab.
Dawa.
Huh?
Or dua. I have no idea.
Dababa.
Oh yeah, dababa. Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, dababa. What is the meaning of dababa?
The person who crawls, creatures. It's used to describe creatures who crawl.
Yeah, to walk slow. The actual meaning is to walk slowly. Later on, it was used for all the creatures who crawl. Then afterwards, it was used for all the creatures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay.
Last one from you.
Normally antum liyazdadu. B. We give respite you all so that they increase.
Here, please pay attention, all of you. It was actually yazdaduna. Yazdaduna will be sigha number 3. Yazdadu, yazdadane, yazdaduna. Where the noon has gone. Sometimes after lam kasra, an is omitted. An is hidden. Because of an, noon is omitted. As we said that the an, lan, kay, izan converts the fi'l mudari marfu into mansub. And in the state of mansub, whenever the alamat taraf is noon, alamat taraf is gone. That's why you can't see noon. It was actually yazdaduna, sigha number 3. And you do the translation, so that they increase. They. Is it sigha number 3? Where is the noon? Because of an. So sometimes after lam kasra, an is omitted. That's why in the translation you see that is written. That is for an. Okay, thank you. Sister Azra Sharif. After Sister Azra will be Sister Zainab. Yes, please, Sister Azra.
Assalamu alaikum.
I can't hear you.
We prepared. Yeah, I'm sorry. My internet connection is a bit unstable today. We prepared. We give respite. أعتدنا normally. A.
A is the correct answer. Okay.
You all believe. You all reject. تؤمنون تكفرون. B.
Mhm.
They prevented. They died. صدوا ماتوا. A.
A is the correct answer.
He forgives. He does. يغفر يفعل. B.
B is the correct answer. Last one from you.
A blaze, fire, and animals. سعير دواب. B.
Ahsanti, Jazakumullah khaira. Please, Sister Zainab, come forward. After Sister Zainab will be Sister Iffat.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
والذين كفروا أولياؤهم الطاغوت, and those who all rejected their guardians are rebels. A.
Is the correct answer. Okay.
ومن لم يؤمن بالله ورسوله, and he who did not believe in Allah and his messenger. B.
Is the correct answer.
يا أهل الكتاب لما تكفرون بآيات الله. Oh, people of the book, why do you all disbelieve in Allah's signs? A.
Correct answer.
ومن لم يحكم بما أنزل الله, and one who did not judge with that which Allah revealed. B.
Last one.
ولا يحسبن الذين كفروا, and let not all those who reject suppose. B.
B is the correct answer. Ahsanti, Jazakumullah khaira. Sister Iffat, please come forward. Wa alaikum assalam. After Sister Iffat, there will be Sister Sakina Zainab. I'll give a chance. Okay. Please, Sister Iffat, go forward.
Those themselves are the losers. أولئك هم الخاسرون. B. They all bring them out from light towards the darkness. Answer is A.
يخرجونهم من النور إلى الظلمات.
Okay. Those, they all lost hope from my mercy. أولئك يئسوا من رحمتي.
أولئك جائسوا من رحمتي.
So Allah will never forgive them. فلن يغفر الله لهم. It's B.
فلن يغفروا وفلن يغفره.
فلن يغفر الله.
Why it's fatha here? Can you please tell me?
Because of the first noon over there, falan.
No, not noon, lan. Because of lan, and lan converts the fail into mansub, and the alamat of nasb is fatha in sigha number 1. Sigha number 1 comes with fatha. Oh, last one from you.
Why do you all disbelieve in Allah's sign? لِمَ تَكْفُرُونَ بِآيَاتِكَ اللَّهِ.
بآيات الله. لما تكفرون بآيات الله. Ahsanti, Jazakumullah. Sister Sakina Zainab, you please come forward. Then Abbas Ali Shabir Ismail will be given a chance. Sister Sakina, where are you?
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
والذين كفروا بآيات الله ولقائه, and those who disbelieved the signs of Allah and the meeting with Him.
Mhm. And
أفتؤمنون
those who disbelieve the signs of Allah and His encounter or meeting. Okay.
أفتؤمنون أفتؤمنون I don't know أفتؤمنون.
So do you? Then do you? Or so do you?
So do you believe
So do you believe in
in the body in the
بعض
after the book?
بعض is some.
Some of you believe in the book.
No. So do you believe in some of the book? Then do you believe in some of the books? Yani, do you believe in part of the book, or in part of the book don't you believe in it? Allah is asking, أفتؤمنون ببعض الكتاب? خب.
فما جزاء and fa is fa so what jaza is so what reward from يفعل من يفعل
Not from, it is man.
yeah man
So what will be the reward of the one يفعل ذلك, does that? Then what a requital or reward or jaza, requital or punishment is for he who does this. He who
إلا خزي في الحياة الدنيا إلا accept the reward
his is disgrace.
The disgrace in the life of dunya.
In the life of this world. Accept disgrace in the life of this world, or the life of the world. Ahsanti, jazakumullah khairan. Bas. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, brother Abbas Shabir Ismail, please you come forward. So next one will be Sister Kanis.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Wa alaikum assalam.
Inna sharra dawabi inda Allah. Inna certainly shar.
The worst?
The worst of the wab.
Animal?
The worst of animal in the Allah with the permission of Allah.
In the Allah is near Allah.
Near Allah is near Allah.
Worst animals near Allah. Actually, before there was problem. Actually, there is no tajdeed on vav. It is not dawab. It is dawab. So, just 2 slides ago, it came with tajdeed. It is wrong. It is actually correct. Dawab. Inna sharra dawabi inda Allah. Certainly, worst animals near Allah. Okay. Innama numli lahum liyazdadu ithma.
Innama numli. Innama.
Certainly.
Numli.
We give respite.
We give respite for them.
Certainly we give respite to them. Liyazdadu ithma. So that
liyazdadu isma.
Ism is sin, yazdadu is increase. So that they increase.
That they increase in sin.
Certainly we give respite to them, only that they increase in sin. Only I told you that innama only comes at the end. So here only will come. So why we give respite? This is the only reason, so that they should increase their sin. So when they will come to the Lord on the day of judgment, so they have more guna, they have more sin in their account. So that's why we are giving respite. So sometimes people ask that why they are doing so much oppression. Israelis, they are doing oppression on Palestinians. So why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not doing anything? So this is the answer. Innama numli lahum liyazdadu ithma. We are giving them respite. Okay, we are giving them time. Okay, do whatever you do. So you increase in your sin. So on the day of judgment, so there is more harsh punishment. Azabun ghalid is waiting for all of you.
Excuse me, Sheikh, before you go on, I have a question. Can you please go back to the previous slide? You see, in the translation of number 5, Inna sharra dawabi inda Allah, it is translated as certainly the worst animals. Now, could it also be translated as Inna sharra dawab, the evil of the animals? Would that be wrong?
Evil will be correct, but
like the sharra dawab.
The evil of the animals, you can say that. The worst animals, you can say. Both are correct. There is no issue. There is no, both are correct.
But the translation would change, right? If I say evil of the animals and the worst of animals.
Evil of the animals, among all the animals, the evil of the animals whose evil is high is that person. But the better translation is worst. I think so. The better translation is certainly the worst animals near Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, ये कहना चाह रहे हैं कि in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the animal who has the most shar in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Which animal is it? Who is that person? That the shar is the highest shar among the animals. So you can say the highest evil of the animals near Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is considering? Okay, please.
Could it be the human beings if they don't?
Wait for a while, Abbas. Yes, Sister Azra.
Could it be the human beings if they make themselves the lowest of the low? Is it
That's what inshallah we'll see, that whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling that this is the insan becomes the worst among the animals, the worst among the animals, when it goes below the belt line of animals, even the animals below the belt line of even the wild beasts. So even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said that balhum azal, that they have gone astray, and this astray is the farthest stray. Balhum azal. Why is it like this? It is because the animals were not given aql. Okay, but we were given aql. If despite of given aql, we are still doing the acts of animal, so we are worse than all these animals. We had aql, we have intellect. So what we are doing? So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala considers insan as sharra dawab in that case. Hope. Yallah, please, brother Abbas, do only one ayah.
الذين كفروا وصدوا عن سبيل الله. Certainly those who disbelieve and they prevent.
In الذين كفروا, certainly those who disbelieve and saddu and prevented from the
way of Allah.
Certainly those who disbelieved and prevented or averted people from Allah's path, from the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ahsan. Okay, do one more. ثُمَّ مَاتُوا وَهُمْ كُفَّارٌ. This vav is vav haliya. So when you do the transition, you do the transition as while, or in the state of. So this vav is vav haliya. Don't do the transition as and. Do the transition.
Then they died while they are disbelievers.
They were, because of matu, it's a past tense.
They were disbelievers.
So then they died while they were disbelievers. Ahsan, the Sister Mukarrama Walji, please come forward. After Sister Mukarrama, I will ask Sister Arshi Fatima Nathani. Oh, please go ahead.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. فَإِنَّ أَعْتَدْنَا لِلْكَافِرِينَ سَعِيرًا. So certainly we have prepared for the disbelievers a blazing fire.
Okay.
وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ. And those who do not judge with that which Allah has sent down.
And
By
one
that which
who
Allah has
did
sent
not
down.
judge, and one who did not judge or does not judge because of man. So you can translate the past tense because of the lam, it should be past. So you can do as a present because of man. Okay, one who did not judge, one he does not judge with that which Allah sent down. Okay.
So it can be both past and present.
Yeah, normally in the Holy Quran, when we do the translation, it is present.
Okay. لِمَا تَكْفُرُونَ بِآيَاتِ اللَّهِ وَأَنْتُمْ تَشْهَدُونَ. Why do you disbelieve in the signs of Allah while you witness, while you are
Antum tashadun, while you yourself testify.
you testify?
While you yourselves testify. So क्यों disbelieve कर रहे हो जब तुम खुद उसकी गवाही दे रहे हो? Still you're disbelieving? Okay, last one from you. والذين آمنوا بالباطل وأولئك هم الخاسرون.
وَالَّذِينَ, and those who believe in the falsehood, أُولَٰئِكَ, and those هُمُ الْخَاسِرُونَ, themselves are the losers.
So those, they are the losers, those themselves are the losers. Ahsanti. Okay, Sister Mukarrama, please continue 2 or 3, fill in the blanks.
إِنَّمَا نُمْلِي لَهُمْ لِيَزْدَادُوا إِثْمًا. Certainly only we have
Now there's a
given
mistake
them
here.
respite. G?
Wait for a while. Only should not come here. Only should come here. Understand? So there's a mistake here. Okay, go ahead.
Certainly we respited them only so they may increase in sin, so that they may increase in sin.
Certainly we give respite to them only that they increase in sin. فَإِنَّ أَعْتَدْنَا لِلْكَافِرِينَ السَّعِيرَ.
So certainly we have prepared for the disbelievers a blazing fire.
A blaze fire. Last one from you. فَمَا جَزَاءُ مَنْ يَفْعَلُ ذَلِكَ مِنْكُمْ إِلَّا خِزْيٌ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا.
Then what is the requital punishment for he who does this from you all except the disgrace in the life of the world?
Ahsanti, jazakumullah khaira. Sister Arshi Fatima Nathani, please come forward. Okay. Who's remaining and want to participate? Please come forward and raise your hands. Hope, Sister Arshi Fatima Nathani. Sister Arshi. She's not there. She's gone. Hope, Sister Sakina Muhammad Tansi, please, you can go forward.
Okay. ثم ماتوا وهم كفار فلن يغفر الله لهم. When they died, they are disbelievers, so Allah will never forgive them.
There's a mistake in the book. It should not be and. It should be while. Then they died while they were disbelievers.
Okay.
So Allah will never forgive them. لن يغفر. Go ahead.
إن شر الدواب عند الله الذين كفروا. Certainly, worst animals near Allah are those who disbelieved.
Santi, do the 2 translations. First and 2.
I'm not prepared for this. Please forgive me if I make mistakes.
Okay, if you're not prepared, let me give chance to someone else.
Okay.
Okay,
That's fine.
Sister Arshi Fatima, please come forward. I think you have joined.
Yeah, sorry, Sheikh, I had internet issues.
No issues. I think there's a problem from my side. I think, I don't know. So, Allah, please.
أولئك لهم نصيب مما كسبوا والله سريع الحساب. Those themselves profit
No,
from that.
no. Those for them.
Oh, sorry. Those for them profit from that which they earned, and Allah is swift in reckoning.
So those for them is a share or a profit from that which they earn, and Allah is swift at reckoning, yani swift in taking account. Okay, 2.
إن الذين كفروا وصدوا عن سبيل الله قد ضلوا ضلالا بعيدا. Certainly those who disbelieved and they prevented from the way of Allah, certainly they are misled. Sheikh, can you help me here, please?
So they are misled. Which type of misleading is it? Dalalan ba'ida, afar astray. So certainly they have misled. So they are strayed, far astray. So this type of, for example, dhallu dalalan ba'ida, this is called in, we say fele mutlaq, afale mutlaq. This is called, it shows you. Can you hear me? Because my internet connection is unstable. Okay, it shows that which type of astray is it. Sometimes in, for example, in Urdu we say maine khana khaya, kya khana khaya. So in the same way in Arabic we describe that he went astray. Okay, far astray. Ji.